Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I got to share some of the best DMZ and Warzone 2 Season 5 weapons that you need to be using right now. I've got a good variety here. I've got a couple different categories of weapons. We got sniper rifle, SMG, AR, and a battle rifle. So I think you should definitely give this list a try. These are user-friendly builds, so you don't have to be super skilled to use them, as I'm not myself, and I think you're really going to enjoy these weapons. Just remember, everything you do matters, and I hope you have a great day. All right, y'all, the first weapon I've got for you is the assault rifle, the cast off 545. First, we're going to throw on a barrel. That's going to be the IGK30. For the tuning on this, we're going to leave the left axis alone, and on the bottom we're going to go all the way up towards damage range. Now for the muzzle, we're going to use something a little different here. We're going to throw on the Komodo heavy. And for the tuning on this, on the left axis, go about 3/4 up towards recoil stabilization, and on the bottom go on about 3/4 of the way over towards recoil control. Now we're going to go with the high velocity ammunition, and I like to tune it all the way up towards bullet velocity and then leave the other side alone. For the mag, we're going to throw on the 60 round mag. You're going to need a lot of ammo, and right now I'm really enjoying using the Corvus Soul 76. But you can also use the AMOP V4 on this thing. It's got very low recoil and pretty good damage, and it's super easy to use. The next thing we're going to be rocking is the Vel 46 SMG. Now to build this, we're going to start with the 1 milliwatt quick fire laser. On the tuning, I just kind of leave it alone, leave it where it's at. For the barrel, we're going to go with the Schlager RVB. For the tuning on this, I would go a little bit on the bottom axis towards aim down sight, and on the top probably a little bit towards recoil steadiness. I know a lot of times you would probably think that we should do aim walking speed on this, but I think it does need a little bit of recoil control. Then we're going to throw on the AVR T90 comp muzzle, and the tuning on this, we're going to go down on the left axis a little bit towards ADS, and we're going to leave the bottom axis alone. Then we're going to throw on the 50 round drum mag, and the last thing we're going to use is Schlager soldier grip. And on the tuning on this, we're going to go towards sprint to fire speed about 3/4 of the way, and we're going to go down towards ADS about 3/4 of the way. The next one I got for you is one of my personal favorites. It's an MCPR 300. Now this thing is super fun to use, especially on Al Mazrah, and I got a good build right here. We're going to throw on the FTAC Locus SP Optic. You can go with the original default one, but I'm not a fan of that. This has got a nice clean small dot on it, and I really enjoy this one. Then we're going to throw on the 22-inch 456 barrel. For the tuning on this, on the bottom, you're going to go almost all the way over towards ADS speed, and on the left axis, go most of the way, about 3/4 of the way towards aim walking speed. Sorry. Then we're going to throw on the muzzle. We're going to use the Nil Sound 90, and we're going to go 3/4 of the way towards ADS on the left axis. And then on the bottom, we're actually going to go all the way up towards bullet velocity. That's super important with your sniper rifles. And then so we can get our one-shot downs, we're going to use the 300 mag explosive, and we're going to go all the way towards bullet velocity and damage range on both axes. And then we're going to throw on the last attachment, and that's going to be the 5 round mag. You can't tune this one, so we're just going to leave it as it is. And this is a super awesome build, easy to use, not too much bullet drop, and I think you're going to really enjoy this. Okay, now I've got the Lochman Sub for you, and the build is a little bit different than what I've been using in the past, and this is definitely an improved build. So we're going to start with the 1 milliwatt laser, and we're going to go towards ADS speed about 3/4 of the way, and sprint to fire about 3/4 of the way as well. And then we're not going to use a muzzle or an underbarrel, but we're going to throw on overpressured ammunition, a 50 round drum mag, and the last thing we're going to use is the Lochman TCG10. And we're going to put about 3/4 of the way towards sprint to fire speed, and about 3/4 of the way towards ADS speed. This build is super quick and snappy, and it kills really quick up close, and it's going to absolutely delete enemies for you. All right, and a weapon I keep coming back to is the Cronin Squall. It hits like an absolute truck, and when you throw on the holotherm sight, it helps with that visual recoil, and it's a super strong build, and it's super solid to use. We're going to throw the HR 6.8 barrel on. For the tuning on this, recoil steadiness about 3/4 of the way, and damage range about 3/4 of the way as well. For the muzzle, we're going to throw on the Seiken Tread 40, and we're going to go about 3/4 of the way up towards recoil stabilization, and on the bottom axis about 3/4 of the way towards recoil control. This gun needs recoil control because it gets really bouncy if you don't. Then we're going to throw on high velocity ammunition all the way over towards high velocity, and then on the left axis we're going to go about 3/4 of the way towards recoil smoothness. This is going to be a super awesome solid build for you. It's going to be super easy to use, but also it's going to hit like a truck. I will say this is the most high skill to use out of the other weapons I've showed you, because those are all pretty basic to use. This will require a little bit of recoil control with your left thumbstick, so just keep that in mind. But I'll tell you what, this is a super solid gun and I think you're going to enjoy it. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed those builds. If you have any feedback on those builds or any changes I should make, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Make sure you hit that sub button, and I greatly appreciate any of your feedback and you watching my videos. And just remember, everything you do matters. Have a great day.